welcome back to Gypsy's Creative Creations. My name is Stephanie, and today I will be showing you how to make a unicorn weather. Now, if you're new to my channel and love creative DIYs, please hit the subscribe button down below. Don't forget to hit that bell, that way you get a notification every single time I upload. Also, remember to like, share, and comment down below. So what you will need for today's wreath is one of these candy canes from Christmas. Unfortunately, this is the only wreath that I know how to make it on. The other ones you have to buy from one of the wreath makers. But if you have a candy cane left over from the holidays, or if you have one that you can unravel and repurpose, this would be the project to use it on. You'll also need 6 rolls of the black mesh from the Dollar Tree. This was during the Halloween season. I literally grabbed up a lot of the black because you could use it during any season. So you need 6 rolls of the mesh, of the black mesh. You need 1 roll of the light pink and 1 roll of the fuchsia pink. That should be out on the Dollar Tree right now for Valentine's Day. Now, you don't have to use black. You could use white for the body color. You could use the pink for the body color. You could completely change it up to make it your preference. Now, for the mane of the unicorn, I am going to be using white, and it has silver lining. Now, this was at the Family Dollar, not the Dollar Tree, the Family Dollar, in a 10-inch roll, and it was a whole lot more in the roll for the price. I only paid $2. But since the season went out and it went on clearance, I actually got them for 85 cents. I don't know if you have a Family Dollar close to you. If you do, you might want to check the Christmas clearance section for the 10-inch white roll. If not, you could use, you can use the smaller roll from the Dollar Tree. The only thing is that you're going to have to cut it in longer sections just to make the mane. Because this is a 10-inch wide mesh, but it's also cut 10 inches long. So the smaller roll, you probably have to cut 12 inches just to get a longer pinch on it. And I will show you how to do the mane for the unicorn, and I'll also show you how to make these little roundies. So you'll also need a horn. Now, the Dollar Tree carries a horn, but I couldn't find their unicorn horn. It usually comes in rainbow colors, so I got this from Walmart for 75 cents in their clearance section. And I don't know why it's in their Christmas clearance section, but it is, and they're 75 cents, and they're super cute. I really love this part of it. You'll also need something for the unicorn's eyes. So I'm either going to use a button or probably one of these wooden hearts. I just have to see how it looks. I'm kind of winging this because I've never made a unicorn, especially I've never made a unicorn wreath at all. So we're just going to wing it and see how it goes, and hopefully it comes out good. So what we're going to start doing is attaching the black mesh, but first I'm going to show you how to make those little loops. It's actually quite simple. Just make sure that you have your pipe cleaner available, and you only need half of a pipe cleaner. So I'm going to use the red just to show you how to make them. So I cut my body out at 7 inches long. So find you a piece of cardboard and just measure out 7 inches, and then just wrap your mesh around it and then cut both ends, and that way you get it cuts faster and you're not cutting it individually, because most of the time that's where you get all the tether from, is when you sit there and have to cut each individual piece. So what you're going to do is take it and just roll it into these little tubes. And now, mind you, I'm not using the red, I'm just using it as an example. And just take the mesh again and roll it in a tube, and just put it in between your fingers. That way you hold the tube tightly, because you kind of want real tight tubes. And then just put that one on there, and then you take a half of a pipe cleaner and you're going to cinch it and twist, and that is it to make the be able to make the little tube. And I use this on a lot of my wreaths just because it makes it look fuller, and I like the fuller look. But I'm not using the red in this. I am doing black and pink, but I was trying to show you how to do this part of it because I've already pre-rolled all of the black mesh that I'm going to use for this project. So on this back row, on the back stem of the unicorn, I'm not going to fill this in because this is going to be part of the mane. So I'm going to fill in these two sections and not the back section. So just start at the bottom corner, and we're just going to start filling this in, okay? Now that the base is made, what I'm going to do is go up the back side with the fuchsia pink and the light pink, and I'm just going to alternate the colors on the back end, and then I'll show you how to make the mane in the back. this is how it's looking so far. So the next thing I'm going to show you how to do is the actual mane on the back part of the unicorn. So let me move this out of the way. Okay, so what I'm using, this is 10.5 inches by 18 feet long. I found it at the Family Dollar in the Christmas section, and like I said, I got it on clearance for 85 cents. Originally it was $2. You do need a larger, wider roll for the mane. The small rolls that come from the Dollar Tree won't work, just because you have to be able to make kind of like a petal with the mesh. So if you can't find this at your Family Dollar, you could always go to Hobby Lobby. Walmart has wider rolls, and I don't know who else would, probably Michael's would as well, but you do need the wider roll to be able to do this. And what you're gonna do is cut them 10 inches long, and then you're gonna take one corner and put it in the middle, and then take this other corner and put it in the middle, and then kind of just scrunch the middle up just like that. And then you're gonna take this and twist it and kind of like flop it over on top of itself, and that's how you make a petal. And then what you're gonna do is put the chenille stem right in the middle, and then just twist it, and then you have your petal. So let me do that one more time so you can see it. Alright guys, so I'm laying down this felt so you can actually see it, since it is white and then my background is kind of light, because I really want y'all to see how this is done. So like I said, this is 10 inches. I cut 10 inches off the roll. I take this corner, put it to the middle, and then I take this corner and put it to the middle, and then I scrunch it down the middle just like that, and then I take it and twist it, and then you want to flop this one on top of that one. It's kind of like it's how you make the flowers, it's how you're gonna make the mane. And then you take your chenille stem or pipe cleaner, whatever you want to call it, put it right down in the middle, and just kind of twist that right there. There you go. And that's how you make the mane. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a couple of these, and then we're gonna start on making the mane of the unicorn. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I'm back. So we're gonna start attaching the mane. Where I'm gonna start at is somewhat up here. Let me flip him around, or her. And what you want to do is pretty much take your petals or your mane and make sure you kind of like flatten it out to kind of get it to lay together. And at first it's not really going to look right until you add a whole bunch of petals to it, or the mane. I keep on calling it petals, but so you kind of want these to be close together, and you don't want them to be far apart, because you kind of want to give it that effect of hair. So you can also do this two-tone if you wanted to. So if you wanted to go more with a silver and then a silver and white, you could do that as well. And just try to make sure that you can get them as flat as possible, even if you have to scrunch it like that, because you're wanting to give it more of a hair effect than anything else. So I'm going to do this real quick, and then I'll be right back. looks so far. So the next thing I'm going to do is put his eye on there. So let's see how big we need the eye to be. Alright guys, so the next thing I'm going to do is take this. They're both from Dollar Store. So this has a little jewel in the middle of it and it's pink. And then I put it inside of a wood heart. Because this came out a little bigger than what I thought. Just put a little bit of hot glue right there, and then we're going to place his eye somewhere around here. Right there. Yeah. There we go. And then the next thing we're going to do is put his horn on. So I'm going to disattach this from the bottom of this with a pair of scissors. Maybe y'all can see it better that way. So the next thing I'm going to do is disattach this from the actual headband just with a pair of scissors. Just like that. I'm gonna pull it apart. Most of this stuff is held on with glue anyways. I'm actually thinking about leaving the bow on there. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the bow on there just because it just gives it an extra little touch that I think is adorable. So what I'm going to do is just put that back, that flat back. So I'm going to put some hot glue in there and just flop it back on top of itself like that. And then I'm just going to put a nice amount of hot glue there. And I'm going to come right here and push all this off to the side. And just kind of put it right inside of the hair. So usually you want to put the horn up here where the mane starts at. Just like that. And the next thing we're going to do is start adding some hearts to it. And you really don't need the stems per se because they're going to get in the way, so just cut them off. And what we're going to do is just kind of place it into the hair. So I'm going to cut it all the way down like that. That way you could kind of just lay it on top of the mesh. To make it's the unicorn's ear, so I cut out a piece of styrofoam, and the shape that I used is kind of like a leaf almost, so I cut this out as just like the base of it, But now the inside, I cut another leaf pattern out of some pink burlap. And all I'm gonna simply do is literally just glue this in the inside and then glue his ear on. And another thing, his horn was a little too small, or her horn, however you want to put it, was a little too small. So what I'm going to do to pick it up some, I'm going to use this, and I'm going to simply just hot glue it here, and then we're going to wrap this in. We could wrap it in ribbon. If you want to make it look glimmery, we could wrap it up in some diamond foil. So we could wrap it up in this. Pretty much you can wrap it up in anything you want to. Now if you're wondering what this is the center of the mesh rolls. I like to keep them for projects as well. They're real thick and sturdy, and they're good for things like propping up a unicorn horn. So let me see if I might need to paint that before we wrap it. So it looks like we don't have to paint it, and sometimes you have to paint it before you wrap it because you can see it through, but this looks pretty good. So I'm just going to wrap this, and then we're going to use this to prop up the horn just a little higher. And that's another thing, you need to measure how high you actually want the horn to be. So this is your horn. You want to put that on there, and then find the placement of the horn. So we're going to cut down at least half of it. Now with this, because it is so thick, you want to cut it with a box cutter. Make sure it's a sharp box cutter as well. So we're going to cut it down about half. And we're just going to simply take the diamond wrap and just wrap it around there, just like that. We're just going to put some hot glue at the very end of this little cardboard. Just like that. And just simply stick it right there. And I'll wait for that to dry before we add it onto his head. So now the ear is going to be placed right there. And usually you want to pick a place behind the horn. So if you know the horn's going to be here, the ear between the eye and the horn. So that's kind of a good indication of where to put it at. And of course you're just going to use hot glue. And I'm going to push this one down and just place it right up in here like that. There we go. Alright y'all, so simply we're going to put some hot glue right here. Make sure it's on there pretty thick. And we're just going to take the horn and place it. It's going to be on the frame behind the black mesh. And then once it's on there and it's dry, then we'll move all the mesh back in around its hair. Alright guys, so what we're going to do is add the muzzle to the horse. So I'm simply just going to go like this. So I went from the bottom. I'm just going to trim it up here. And on this you could use any color that you want to. I'm just going with a Valentine's theme because I thought it'd be cute. So we're just going to use a little bit of hot glue here. You just basically just need a dab of hot glue. Alright, so you just add another dab of hot glue. And then go from here. And then you'd run it on the back side. So just simply flip it over, go like this, and then we'll take the hot glue again. Oops, sorry. Right, and we'll just simply take the hot glue again and put just a dab of hot glue right here. And then we're going to place this right there. So the next thing I'm going to do is just a little extra. It's just to add it right here, kind of like a little buckle. Now this part, you don't need this at all because it don't stick anyways. So just get another dab of hot glue right there. And then we're just going to place this right on there, just like that. And so the next thing I'm going to do is add some flowers to it. I'm going to go with white, an off pink, and then a pink. And I'm trying to debate on where to put it at. I was debating whether I should put it in here or just randomly put it somewhere. I'm not too sure. So I don't know, what do y'all think? Flowers or no flowers? It's almost complete just like it is, isn't it? I think I'll just add a little bit of flowers, and we might do it further back behind the ear instead of on the ear itself. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pluck these stems off because I don't think we really need them. And I'm just going to simply put a little bit of hot glue on here, just like that. And I'm going to put that in here like that. And then I'm going to use the pink one. And probably go this way behind the ear. I'm going to use the white one right here. Just like that. So this is the end of the tutorial. Of course, I have photos at the end of it because it actually came out a whole lot bigger than I actually expected it to. So much big that it don't even fit all in the camera. So I will have photos afterwards. If you like this tutorial, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe down below. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Also, I have a Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, and check out my Etsy shop. There might be something on there that y'all like. So thank y'all so much, and y'all have a blessed day.